Okay, good evening everybody. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Come on, give me some noise. A little more, I can't hear you. Hello Helsinki, hello ScanAgile. Okay, moving on. Only 5 minutes. It's not about me, it's about the City Site Community team. We've been working 8.5 years together. We're a group of 33 professionals, started with 6 persons, and we've been ranked the best in Europe now for several years. So obviously we did something right. These are a couple of questions that I often hear when I talk with Scrum Masters about their projects or their product development, whatever the case is. I mean, people have a lot of problems when they deal with the product owners and the stakeholders and the customers. Problems like the customer is forcing to use some legacy technology that the developers don't want to use, or if it's like dealing with technical debt, or even just like continuity. Even our team, even though it's been really successful, it has faced existential crisis in the past, like being threatened to being shut down, because if you do a product, the product has a life cycle. If you do projects, the projects end. But if you have a brilliant team, you love your team, then you want to continue. Okay, I took a recheck just before the talk. I went through the Agile Manifesto and the Scrum Guide. There's absolutely not a word about sales. So we need to find our own answers. And remember the talk yesterday by Nils Flagging. He was highlighting about who actually has the access to the end users and to the customers. And that's exactly what we found out as well. It's us, the Scrum teams, the people that are actually doing the product, the people that are working on the project, that have access to the stakeholders and the customer. So, then you might want to ask, that don't we have salespersons, qualified personnel to do this job for us? But then you might also want to counter-ask, do I really want to have a salesperson decide for my team what my team is going to do? And what do you think? Do you want to do that? Come on, do you want the salespeople to decide your framework, your team continuity, your dealing with technical debt? Is it a yes or a no?
No.
I can't hear you.
No.
Thank you. Hallelujah. Then, moving on. Some people feel that they are experts. They are developers. They are proud developers. I'm sure as hell not going to do any sales work because that's not technical. So then they might also have all kinds of misconceptions about what sales is all about. They might think that sales is about bullshitting, that you talk bullshit to the customer and they buy it. Well, I have a news flash to everyone, to all of the developers out there. I've done a lot of sales in my life. I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years, and absolutely no time has the customer bought any bullshit talk from me. It's not just happening. That's marketing. That's a difference. So, why should I care? And the answer, of course, is love. Just as I took a moment last night after the after party to browse through my pictures from yesterday, and brilliant Olaf Levitz was talking about love. So you need to love your team, you love your teammates, disregarding are you the Scrum Master, are you just one team member, or whatever is your role, you need to love your team. So this love and the continuity, the opportunity to be affecting all these technical decisions, like the frameworks that you use and everything, that's why you should be interested in sales. And then, how do we do it? How do we master it? Now, the good part of being agile and using Scrum is that it adjusts to everything. So you adjust your team, you build in competence, You become cross-functional. And now just one of the functions that your team has happens to be being kicked as salespersons. And this doesn't either mean that everyone has to go to the customer, because the customer doesn't want to see a lot of faces. They want to deal with a couple of familiar, friendly faces. But that's not the point. The point is what happens when you get back from the customer. It says that oh no, I'm not going to buy your 100K solution. I have 20,000 and you make it work with that and deal with it. That's what you get from the customer. Then you go back to the team. You said, I failed you as a team lead. I, by the way, use this a lot of times. Ville is my witness. and I've asked Doug, please help me. What can we say to the customer, because you know best, that will make them change? What is the key thing that they need at the moment? What do they want so bad that they want to spend 100K on it? We figure it out, we find it, we go to the customer, and we get the 100K. And we have continuity, we get to rewrite. I want to share one story, one quick story. We did a transformation of a big industrial website. And then the company started to split in half, okay? Why not? We did that too. They kept the old code base, but turns out it wasn't at all suitable for the new website. So just over one lunch, our key developer went and talked with the PO, and over the lunch they decided that, hell yeah, we're gonna just rewrite it from scratch. So that's like a beautiful story to end this. So with these words, I thank you, and I hope we have a couple of questions if we can. Thank you anyway, it's been my pleasure.